Alright, I think we're ready to start another video. So we have this solid block, and then we have these, which is I call the ghost blocks, and along with this ghost block and this ghost block. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do with them to be able to use them on our quilt. Alright, I'm going to take these two. I have two blocks here. Alright, take my word for it. There's two blocks here. And we're going to cut them in half. Alright. So, I'm done with that. And I'm done with that. Now, let's see. We got two there. Alright, put those two over there. Now, with this one, I don't think I'm going to be able to get all of it on here. No, I'm not. So, what I'm going to do is I'm only going to put a part of one. Ooh, I think I'd rather have... No, I can't. Alright, I'm going to go with this. And I'm going to go down. I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to like this, Sam, I am. Alright, how about we just put the round part in here, like an eyeball. I can handle that. So now just an eyeball. Alright, I'm going to take one of these and one of these. I'm going to put it in the middle. And put this one. And then I'm going to start pinning it down so that we can be able to sew it. And I found an easier way to do the other ones, that you have the whole full thing. Alright, now we got that one ready. Let's put it over here. Alright. Now, here we are with this one. And this one, I've been lining it up at the bottom and trying to get some of it up into this area so we can get up in there. And I like it. I like it. Sam, gives us plenty to work with. Alright, now we've got that drawed on there. We're going to want to take one of our bigger ones and we're going to want to put it on there and then put this one on here and we're going to want to tack it down because that's the way it's got to be. And I've been tacking it right down here in the very bottom. Alright, I'm out of pins. Alright, so there's that one. Let me get some more pins. Oh my gosh. I've got 2 pins left, and that's it. Alright. I have this one left and this one. Alright, so we're going to go with this one. So now with this one, I am going to just line it up at the very bottom and make sure I've got my leaves kind of eyeballing it to get the leaves to where they're in there. Now I own more pins. I don't pull them out until I need to pull them out. And just because I'm out of pins don't mean I need to do that. I just need to get some work done. And then I'll have the pins. You know what I mean? Alright. Now, and we're going to do the same thing with this one. Lay it in the middle. lay it down, and pin it. Now I'll have to come back and do some more pinning. But other than that, that's what we're going to do. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and do this one so I can have it done. Just the eyeball. And that will work for me. And that way, I'll have these two ready to go when I get me some pins. So I am done with this, and I am done with this. Now, let's go over to the sewing machine, and I'll show you the other way that's easier. Alright. Here we go. We are on a ride. Alright, let's get one, lay it there. And let's get these other ones out of the way. Oh, put them up there, I reckon. Alright. Now, if you could tell, right here we have the leaf, and then we have the eyeball, and then the other leaf. I'm going to put it right down here at the end of this eyeball, or this leaf. Alright, now I'm going to turn it. Oh, got to go upward with it. Okay, now let's turn it down this way. Alright, now what I'm going to do is this right here, right here at the end of where, oh, you cakes, yeah, right here at the end of the eyeball, I'm going from here right down to the end of it and then going right back up. So here we go. Alright, now I'm turning it, and now I'm going to go down this eyeball, down the eyeball. I still didn't go enough, but that's alright. Not all of them are going to go that way for me. Alright, now I'm at the end of the eyeball looking thing. Now I'm going to take my next step. Let's see if you can see it better on this one. Alright, I'm coming around this way, and I'm going to go take it straight over here to this right here leaf. So here we go. And we're going to go right on up the side of the leaf and stop, pivot around, and we're going to go do our straight line down, and then we're going to do the rest of our leaf. Alright. Now, we can take this one off. It is done. Hooray! So that's the way I'm doing it. Alright, I'm going to take my pins that I have, and I am going to come over here, and I'm going to finish pinning them down. The ones that I have. See, I got these three done, and I'm hoping you can see it better. Light is not good in here. And I wished it was a whole lot better, but it ain't. So I am just going to have to deal with what I have here. And that's no light. And I think that these will work out just fine. Alright. Now I got that one done. And now I need to do this one. I think they're turning out really good. I am happy with the way they are. And I hope that this right here will help you do your your quilt. But you can't just think that square blocks is going to just work when it don't. Square blocks just won't work. You have to have what I call the ghost panels, blocks, whatever, ghost blocks. There we go, ghost blocks. What have I been calling them? It's ghost something, dadgummit. I'm not quite for sure if I know what I'm talking about yet, but I'm trying. I know how to do it, whether I know how to say it or not. And we got plenty of threads that we have to cut off when we're done. But other than that, there it is. Don't know. There you go. I think you'll see pretty good there. Alright, we'll see you later. Alright, we have those done. And as you can tell, I have them up here on the wall. Now, before we go into anything at all of putting the ghost blocks on, we want to put all these together in a row because it will make it a whole lot easier on a row first. So, this right here, we're going to leave it alone because it's going to have its own. But it will have one of these put on it and one of these and then another one of these, and it will go like that. But first we want to put these together. So I'm going to grab these 3 blocks and I'm going to put them over here. Now, I have already done this one. I want you to look at it. All the way. Oh, no. Oh, man. Can you see that? No, you can't. Come here, let's look. Right there. Right in the crack of that. Right in the crack. That's weird. Put it back up there. Alright. That was weird as it could be. Alright. Anyway. I've got all of this row put on. And it is ready to go. This is my halfway point. It's my halfway. So anything up here is going to be the same as down here. Okay? Alright, let's get on to these blocks. So let's put you down. Let's turn you around. And I'm going to take the first ones, and I want to keep them together, going the same way. So we only got 3 blocks. I'm going to take these 2 blocks, and I'm going to do it like, get these 2 leveled up at the top. Now these I did different than I have been doing them the other times. So this is totally different the way I'm doing it. Now when we sew, we're going to want to sew right. You see where the ruler is? Right beside where our fiber fill is. Make sure you can see it. You know what? Let's see if that works. See it better. Yeah, you can see it better. Right beside our fiber fill. Okay? And you do want to put these, pin them down, because if you don't, later on, when it gets bigger and all, when you sew it, it's going, the top one, say this is a top one, it will start going, wanting to go like that. And you don't want that. Alright, I'm going to go sew that down. We'll be right back. Alright. Now, I gotta take my pins out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and finish this one, and then I'm going to get another block, and I'm going to show you a different way of doing it. And that's where you don't have to, not on the front, it will be on the back of it. Okay? So if you want it plain, like I did the other one, what was that? I think it was the Bargello. No, it wasn't either. It was another one I done. That I made sure everything was on the front. I think this is looking pretty good though. I'm happy with this method. Alright. So, you're going to want to sew down this line and down this line. Now let me get another one. Now, when you go to do this one, you're going to want to cut one of these off. But anyway, we're going to go like this, and we're going to put it together. I'm going to fold this back like I did the other one. Right here. And we're going to line these up. These right here. I don't know if y'all will see me too good. Okay, we're going to line these up right here. Okay. Now, we're going to sew them down. And I'm just taking it my way. Alright. Now, pretend like we've sewed them down. Okay? And it's going to be all this sewed down. And must pretend like we cut this one completely off. It is cut off. So we're going to fix that. And now, it's cut off. Okay? Because I'm going to want to use that. So, when it's sewed down, when you open it, make sure you got all this sewed down in there. Okay? So, that looks good for sewing it all the way down. Even though my things aren't exactly right. We're not looking at that. We're looking at this. Alright, now we're going to turn it over. And then we're going to take this one and we're going to fold it to hide this. Now, if you have to, you can cut off some of your fiber fill and also this level. And I hope you can understand what I'm saying. And then you're going to fold it over. I got so much gunk there, you know. And fold it over like I did the other quilt. I'm going to have to find that quilt so I can show it to you. But then that way, when you have it sewed, then it will look like that. Look, it will look good. Alright, I hope I helped on that part. Let's see, where am I at here? Gotta get it undone. There it is. Okay, so I hope that helped there. So, depending on where you want your, the way you want your block, and all, that's the way you do it. Alright, I would do one of these this way, but then it'd mess up that quilt. And I should have done it that way, because I'm pretty sure that's the way you're going to want it done. So I am thinking, should I do every other row that way? I would have to take this one apart if I did. Because it would be every other row. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go do this. And then I'll think about what I'm trying to do. Alright, I got 2 of them done here. Alright, so the way I want to do it is, now you could scoot this all the way up here if you want to. It's not no big deal. Cut them down, however. But the way I'm going to show you is you're going to have to cut this off, It just makes better sense to do it this way. Then that way you ain't got to measure everything and gotta have it. Just like I messed up on that one quilt and all because I wanted to try to do it on the corners. And I messed up on it. So, oh, I did not want to do that. I got a thing down there. I started working on I got a block in mind and I started working on it. Alright, so now we have this one cut off at the side. And now we're going to lay this one straight on top of it. Okay? Pin it down. You can sew it if you want to without pins, but I myself, I want a pin in it, make sure that it don't move, go anywhere. Alright, I'm going to sew this down. I'll be right back. Alright. Let's take the pins out. Make sure we ain't got nothing showing there. So you see there? Now you ain't got nothing showing. We're doing good. So now you want to take this one. And we want to turn it this way. Pin it down. Get rid of that big old string. And then that one. We don't need it. Alright, now I'm going to sew this down. Alright. Now we have this. So you see how it's done? Now if you want to, you can sew this side too. But it's going to show up right here on this one anyway. So I would not worry about where it shows up at. Because it's going to turn out pretty no matter what. Alright. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and finish this one up. On account of, I don't know what I can use it for, but Cadence loves these little things, so if I do it for her, it is well worth it. So, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. Alright, there's what it looks like. I think that looks pretty cool. I think she'll like it. I just do it for the baby. She loves these. I'll get these things all over the house. And yeah, I'm still making more. My thread gave out and I had to put more bobbin in it. So that was a good thing it happened on this. Alright, but there's that. Now, let's get back to this one. We want to make sure our blocks are even. And going the same direction, however you want them. And I want these in the same direction. So I'm going to line it up. The two blocks in the back. These right here, 2 blocks. The back fabric. I think they're looking pretty good. Alright. Block that one. And that one. I'm not worried about where this one is going yet. Until I am ready to put it on. Alright, so. Now then, like I said, we're going to sew right down through here on it. So we'll be right back on that. Let's get these pins out and let's finish this one up. I'm just showing you again so hopefully you will remember, and I hope it turns out for you. And I don't expect you to take this approach if you do not want to do it. I like these butterflies though. And I think this is turning out pretty good, being a butterfly. And, you know, this right here, I think it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it. Get in there. There we go. Oh, 2 pins. Only want 1. Alright. Line it up. Alright. Let's sew them down. Alright. Now we've got this one done. And I want to make sure they're not with the same blocks as these or this one. I want them all different. So we're going to put this one back up here. Alright? And now I'm going to sew all these together. When I get all these right here together, then we'll start working on putting this together and a row, everything together. But for right now, I want to get this row done so we can work on this half together. Okay? Alright, so I will see you in a little bit. I'm going to go inside for a minute. Alright, let's get started on doing this other side. This right up here in this area. Now, if you take this and put it any other way, it won't work. See what I'm saying? So we have to have it this way. Alright, we want to put these onto the side first. So, I'm going to line this up and I'm going to sew it down. So I got to get over here so I make sure I line it up right. I don't want it not lined up right. So I want it to look pretty, not just slapped together. Alright, I'm going to go sew this down and I'm going to go ahead and put the sides down and on. Shoo-wee, I had some problem with it, but I got it. Now, this right here, we can trim this down and we can take this off. But in the meantime, let's work on this one right here and put it on. So that's what I'm going to do now, and the way I had to do it was I had to line these two up so that it would work right, because the other way did not work. So I lined these two up because for some reason, I don't know why, but they did not want to work. Alright, so now I sew right down the same line, just like I did the other ones. Alright, so we'll be back on it. Alright, now my suggestion to you is sew it with this one up, because this one will fold down and then you won't be able to sew it the proper way that you need to sew it. So, and these are going to be a little bit smaller, but that's okay. It ain't going to hurt a thing for it to be a little bit smaller, as long as we, oh man, I got a needle that's bent. I don't want that bent needle. Don't help none. Brandon is rough on needles, sewing machines. I love him, but I gotta keep an eye on him, because he likes to just do things that's messed up. It's like, why in the world are you doing that? Alright, I'm gonna get this done and then we'll be back. Okay. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to level this up so that we can put the next piece on, and while we're at it, we're just going to go right on ahead and level this one up. And we're going to go ahead and take this off so that it will be flat all the way across. Alright, let's see. So now we're going to work on this one. And of course, it's going to go right up here at the top. And we're going to turn it over. And I'm going to line this one up with this. Try to do it. Try it. Okay, good. Alright. Pretty sure that will work. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to sew it down and we'll be back. Alright. So now we have this one. Let's get this off. I know I'm about out of time on this thing. So I'm going to try to get everything done I can. Now, on this one, we're going to level it up here. Oh no, look how close I am there. We're going to have to figure something out with that. Yeah. Alright. And this one. Okay, I was going down with it. Alright, how am I going to do that one? That one's so close. Let's wait. Yeah, let's cut this right here off right there. I ain't done this in so long. Oh, nope. Right here is what we want. Right in here. Right. When I get done with this, I'm going to want to put some kind of border on it. Not a border, but, you know, the, whatever you want to call that. Binding. I'll think of it here in a minute. Make sure that's laid down. There we go. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to sew this down, and then we'll look at it on the wall. Alright, there that one is. And it looks pretty good. I really do wish I wouldn't have cut them off, these corners off. But I've already done it. We can't do nothing about that. But I still think that maybe I can still turn some of it over to make it work. But I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to go on to our next things. And it's these right here. And we're going to sew them down the same way. But don't cut nothing off like I did. Alright? So I'm going to get this done. And then whenever we go do the putting it together, and we'll put it together, together, and all that stuff. But, however, I'm going to start putting these on, and then we'll be back when I get all these on, probably the next tutorial. How to donate to PayPal. You mash on Poor Man's Sewing, and then you come up here and you look for About, and you mash on About, and right here you hit on Donate to Poor Man's Sewing. It's people like you that help me out, and it is really appreciated, and I hope you many blessings in this hard times that we are fixing to go through. A lot of hugs and kisses to you.